Folks, welcome to Sports Focus. I am your host, John McNeil. You may wonder why this old beat-up Dallas Cowboy helmet is in front of me, but I'll get to that in a moment. Welcome, Mr. Kevin Civils and world champion Philadelphia Eagle himself, Jeffrey McIntosh. First off, you like that, right? First off, I want to give a big shout out to the East Hartford Hornets youth football team. The A team pulled out a 14-0 victory over Bloomfield, and the C team pulled out a victory, so they advanced to the next round. So good luck to them. The site of the game right now is undetermined. I don't know, but they're playing. C team, I believe, is Windsor, and the A team is playing Wethersfield, which they slaughtered earlier in the season.
Wow.
So let's hope Wethersfield don't be coming up in here trying to get some payback. Let's hope not. First off, before I get into what I came here to talk about.
Oh, Lord.
The Dallas Cowboys. Yes, you know. And that's why this helmet, you can do all that. You can do all that you want now. You can literally put your hands over your eyes, put it over your ear, and over your mouth. But Dallas lost to Tennessee. And now every team loses a game here and there. But the way the Cowboys lost, me and you, Mr. Civils, we go back and forth about Dak Prescott, and we both have the same feelings on the head coach, Jason Garrett. I went into this season saying that the Dallas Cowboys, 5-11, 4-12, around that area, because they didn't make any major changes whatsoever. They knew they lost Dez. They know they wasn't going to bring Dez back, and Witten, retired. Okay.
Offensive line, too.
Offensive line, they had an issue with Travis Frederick. He's out. Okay, things happen. Mm-hmm. But the coaching, I also went into this season saying that I'm not even going to look at the players. I'm not looking at the players. The coaching has to get better. And I think it's time to start holding the coaching staff and the organization accountable. Now, what did Mr. Troy Aikman come out and say? A complete overhaul
top to bottom.
From top to bottom. Now, that is, I believe, the first major person in the media to come out and say that.
True.
Yes, it is.
And Troy don't bite his tongue for nobody.
No.
So, as Cowboy fans, what are we to do? We know Jerry is not going to give up the power of general manager and owner. So, what are we to do then? Ride this storm out?
Well, like I always say, just look at that ticker every morning on ESPN and wait to see it say Jerry Jones died.
Man, that's tough.
That's all we can do.
That's tough. But that's what happened with Mr. Al Davis. Mm-hmm. But at least Al Davis was a football man. Jerry Jones is not a football person. He's an oilman. He's a businessman. Just because he played college football, that doesn't make him a football guy.
I'm going to say what Stephen A. said. I'm not going to say that he's not a football guy. I'm just going to say what he's doing. He just going out on whims and just messing up the team. I'm not going to say he don't know football.
Yes, he does know football. But I mean, like when Jimmy came into the NFL, Jimmy was in it. Jerry was not in it.
No.
So.
Okay, here's the thing. Jerry Jones understands football, but the question I have is, what about the two sons? What do they really know about football?
My thing is, I know what Steven's going to do. Steven's going to do like if he takes over, he's going to do like every other owner in the NFL. He's going to write checks and shut up.
And he's going to get someone to do the job. I just wanted to start the program like this because the Dallas Cowboys 2018 season is pretty much over, in my opinion. I mean, when I say over, as far as the playoffs, because every 32 teams, they play the season to make the playoffs. Dallas Cowboys, they are not making the playoffs. It would be a miracle if they made the playoffs this season. They're 3-5 in the NFC. 6 losses maybe is going to be the cutoff point. So that means out of 8 games left, they only got to lose 1 more. Can this team go on a run like that? Hell to the no. So for you Cowboys fans, you just need to come to grips. It's over.
I told them all since the beginning of the season.
It's over, and now you just witness, the defense played well. Mm-hmm. Now they're on the field, way too long, and that's not how
Reminiscent
this team.
of when Romo went down in 15.
Yep.
Gregory was there, and he kept moaning and groaning because he had to keep being out on the field.
Yeah. This defense ain't built no defense is built like that to be on the field.
No.
So it's pretty much a wrap. I feel bad for a lot of Cowboys fans that don't really understand what's going on. They want to support their team. I get it, but it's over.
What we talked about, we said the first 2 play of a thing, if they don't throw that ball long, it's the same play.
I mean, that's exactly what I was saying. First play, deep, Amari Cooper. Let them know, okay, we got to respect that. But what do? They hand off, throw little short passes. What else do you want the what else do you want the defense to prepare for? They ain't throwing it deep. They keep throwing it short. Oh well.
I kept telling you over and over and over again. They bring everybody up because they know he's not accurate deep, and they're gonna challenge him. If you're gonna beat us, you're gonna have to throw this ball.
So what does that say for the coaching staff now going forth and the organization? You have to look at Dak and say, okay, are you the guy that can do it? Now, Jerry he doubled down and said he's getting an extension. Mm-hmm. He's getting an extension.
Ego, pride.
That's him thinking that he can be developed and thinking that
maybe. You said a key word right there because I was thinking that all day. Develop. The Dallas Cowboys is the worst at developing their players, and they are.
Yes, they are.
They're playing people out of position, and I'm glad Booger McFarland said that you got a right tackle who should be playing guard, and your guard that you drafted as a tackle, he's playing guard. He should be playing tackle. So you got guys all out of position, and like what I said in the beginning, Dallas can never put the pieces together. They're just all with and they don't know. And that's it. Dallas is done. Let's move on now. Some really sad and disturbing news out of the University of Maryland. DJ Durkin. Mr. McIntosh, have you heard about this story?
He's going to keep his job.
No.
They going to get rid of him now?
Well, right before the president got his axe, the president gave him the axe.
Oh, really?
Yes.
No,
that was hilarious.
Because the players started walking out of the team, and it's just ridiculous. Jordan McNair, the May 29th, they was doing the workouts, and heat stroke.
They said they failed to bring the ice tubs to the new practice location because they should have iced them right away, which would have saved his life. But reading that article, it was hilarious. They sat there and they said that keeping the athletic director and the coach was a good idea.
Yeah.
And they was firing the president. So the president, in his last act as president, fired the coach.
Terrible. And I feel bad because we want our kids to, have fun and play this game, and a very unfortunate situation. Another fortunate situation. Money Mayweather is planning on joining the Japan version of the MMA. Any thoughts?
He just needs something to do. I guess he's sitting at home bored now.
He must be really bored counting all that cash and all that stuff. Pretty amazing. He wants to risk it, doing this, but
that money going down.
Hey, money, baby.
You can go ahead on, because those guys inside there that do MMA in Japan, they got some jiu-jitsu with all that other stuff they doing. So
See, the thing I don't like about it is that those fighters that fight him, they got to change how they fight.
right, because he can't kick.
He can't kick. So, like, what's the whole point of it?
Right.
Well,
It might would be a boxing match.
might as well.
Why ain't he on boxing?
We had the big showdown, and I think it was decided. Who's the better quarterback, Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers?
I think the biggest thing is who's the better coach.
Well, I
Because
think that is not even close.
I think the biggest thing is when you have the king of second half adjustment sitting on your sideline, anything is possible in the third and fourth quarter. You can look.
But who do you
like
think is
crap.
the better quarterback right now? Right now.
Right now, I really think it's Aaron.
Yeah.
I think Aaron does a lot with what he don't have. And he don't have the mind on the sideline that Brady has.
So that's that.
He doesn't have the
That's
brain.
that old argument now.
you don't have the brain
because
Yeah.
they said that about Troy. Well, you got that offensive line, you got that defense, you got Jimmy Johnson. So who the hell are you?
Well,
Terry Bradshaw. Well, you got the steel curtain.
Well, the biggest thing, this is my thing about Troy Aikman. When Troy Aikman had to throw the ball, Troy threw the ball.
I left
You can't have Michael Irvin as one of the greatest wide receivers if you don't have that man throwing him the ball.
I left this game with Tom Brady. I would take Tom Brady. I would take Aaron Rodgers' arm most definitely right now. But as overall quarterback, I'll take Tom Brady because he made some mistakes. Which I'm like, what are you doing? You know, I don't know what that little bootleg thing was. He was running and he tried to get the first down. He ain't that guy like that. So I'll take Brady. He's definitely the smarter of the two.
I'm doing like Troy Aikman. I mean, not Troy Aikman. Like Michael Irvin said one day when they asked who would they take Brady in with somebody else, and he said, "There, Brady in that system, I'll take Brady.
But that's the key thing. System.
Brady in that system, I'll take him all day long. Brady outside of that system, I think I have to go with someone else."
Yeah. NFL Week 10 is upon us, and we got some not too great games. Let's start with the Bills and the Jets.
I give it to the Bills. They can't keep losing.
I'm taking the Jets.
I'm taking the Jets.
Jets. Taking the Jets.
Taking Jets.
Now, the Jags at the Colts.
Andrew Luck's arm is coming back
Yep.
because he's throwing now.
I'm taking the Colts.
Yeah, I think the Colts will be the better.
I think the
pick.
Jags, that week off is not going to do them any good, so I'm taking the Colts.
I take the Colts.
The New England Patriots at the Tennessee Titans.
Patriots.
Patriots?
Patriots, depending what the point spread is.
Oh, point spread got something to do with it? Mm-hmm. I'm taking the Tennessee Titans. I think they're going to come after that Monday night game, and they're going to do it.
That's a very resilient team.
At Tennessee, they're going to do it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Monday night, the Giants at the 49ers.
You know what I said?
49ers.
49ers.
Flip a coin.
No, 49ers. 49ers.
Okay.
Poor Giants. 1-8 again for the second year in a row. Unbelievable. Seahawks at the Rams.
Rams. They make a statement comeback.
I'm taking Seahawks.
Oh Lord, you just
Yes, I
want to be a jerk.
want to go against y'all. And the last one, Sunday night football, the disaster in the making, the Dallas Cowboys at your Philadelphia Eagles.
Eagles.
Oh, you know who I'm taking.
30,
Who you taking?
35-17.
Taking my Philadelphia Eagles.
I'm going to, this
Because-
is a clean sweep. I'm taking the Eagles as well. Philadelphia 36, Dallas 6.
Because I can guarantee you there's going to be one play, Golden Tate going to be running deep, and Carson's going to drop that ball in there.
Golden Tate going to have over 150 yards in this game because he did that against Dallas earlier when he was with Detroit, and you can expect more of that same.
It should be interesting with Byron Jones now playing corner. So
We'll see.
that battle.
Sorry, folks.
Who's on-
Cowboys
who's on-
is pretty much done for the rest of the regular season.
That's the
And
question.
folks, thank you for joining us. Once again, enjoy your weekend. Peace.